Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Full Tilt Grading. It's Monday and we're starting a new job. So what we have to do is install a mini cell site for Verizon. Now for today, all we're going to be doing is installing our conduit, and we have some pool boxes to put in. So we're going to stub up the pipes here. Again, all 2 inches. Now we're gonna hold this curb line with our pipes. There's gonna be a pool box there. Again, we'll hold this curb line that way. When Ed digs, he can just straddle this curb. Otherwise, we'd have to climb down. And this slope's pretty steep there. I don't know if you can see that or not on film. Now, there's gonna be a backboard. The plans call for the backboard to sit this way, but we're gonna put it in this way because that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, Ed's moving all the snow. Hi, Ed! Ed's moving all the snow that's on this island over there because we need this curb for our layout. All the numbers need to be pulled off this bull nose for the curb. Now, the mini cell site is going to be 17 feet off the curb. The backboard, I forget the number, but it'll be right behind it. Now, we are going to be renting a machine with an auger to drill the hole. We're not going to get to that today, so we will worry about that another day. Our plan here is to have this thing ready to go for the tower to get set on it by Wednesday. Now, I know we got to wait for the concrete to cure a little bit, but our job will be done by Wednesday. That's the goal. right, so these pull boxes are gonna sit side by side, long ways that way. And I'm gonna be stubbing up my 2 power pipes there, my fiber pipe there. I'll have to mount some strut here with some tap cons. And that'll be our power box and that'll be our fiber box. Well, I got all my pipe ran into my boxes on this end. We went with 45s coming in, same here. And there they are, stubbed up. We just left them go wild up the pole, or up the building there. And I got them secured there with strut straps. Alright, all the pipes in. All 3 conduits. Having fun, Ed? Alright, so 2 of these 2 inches are gonna stub up here. And here is the backboard. That other one that's in the center there is a power pipe, and that's gonna run through the backboard and it's gonna come up to the tower separately. The reason why is it's 2 separate services. That center pipe's gonna be service for the lights for the tower, and the people that own this building are responsible to pay for that bill, not the cell phone company. So that's why we're doing that.
From what we're told.
From what we're told. So Ed, what's up, bud?
Not much, man. Living the dream. Can't wait for spring.
So tell us about Takahuchi and what the concern is right now.
We've got white scum in the oil, the engine oil. I don't know what it is. And there was some moisture on the dipstick. I don't know what that is. But when we went and looked at it, of course, we had to start it before we could check the oil because it was pinned in with a bunch of other machines. So I guess we didn't see that when we checked the oil after it was started because it mixed in. So I don't know, we're probably just gonna change the oil, put some cheaper grade oil in there, flush it out, and then
hope for the best.
Hope for the best, yeah. I don't know, we'll see.
All right guys, now we're gonna start putting this back together. Again, we don't need to get an inspection, it's all picture inspection. got this thing all backfilled and compacted and pretty much put back together. Now, right there approximately is where we're gonna be drilling that hole. So Ed kind of dug the bench flat, thinking it'll be easier to start tomorrow with the bit. And we have to continue that pipe over, but we decided not to do it today. The reason why is we don't want to loosen up that hole. We want to make sure we have a nice virgin soil to drill through. It always works out better. Now Ed is working on scratching out for mulch. This is all going to have to be mulch. We left our boxes high and set them up for mulch. Same thing with the curb line. Ed just digging it out, so it's obvious what we're trying to do here. Yep. Yeah.
Because the hoses for the thumb are tied up right now.
Yep.
I'm going to try and line this up on that dot.
Come up. Me right there, bud. Pretty full, Ed. You're about 3 feet deep or so to the center of the hole. And guys, by the way, we're looking for 4 foot 6 inches off the back of that curb. So I'm gonna keep measuring out as that goes in. Yup. So stand it up, Ed, you're not plumb. Yup, 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 keep standing there. Good. Ed's gonna just use the grading bucket with the 304, side dig that. All right, that's fine. And then we have to drop a ground rod in, a whip for the tower. We have to extend that 2-inch there that we left here in the middle. And then, and then we also have to put a 4-inch pipe in. Ed's trying to kill me with the excavator. Patience, Ed, patience, bud. Good. We got all of our pipes dug in. We didn't install them yet. We're gonna wait until Ed finishes drilling this hole.
If anybody ever drills a hole that doesn't drill a lot of holes, never dig a trench next to your hole until your hole is deeper than your trench is gonna be. Otherwise, you'll never get that thing to drill a straight hole.
There you have it. Yep, you're good so far. Now right here is why it would be so nice to have an extension. One, Ed can't see a thing in the hole. He's relying on me 100%. Two, now the thumb's in the hole, all the lines are in the hole. It's a mess. So in a perfect world, we'd have an extension, and this would be a lot easier to do when we're this deep. So we're running into issues still with this bit, and this hole is shifted over that way, and we need it to be this way here, but the thumb on that Takahuchi sucks. It keeps us hitting the bank here and pushing that bit that way. So Ed came up with the idea to sit over there, possibly. That way you might be able to push a little easier on that corner. Just a thought. Now, the last one we did of these, it went real smooth. I'm sure you guys remember it. This one has just been a fight all day. Sketchy Ed. There you go. That's much better, Ed.
Here's the problem. The pipes. So you can just pull them over if you can.
It's always an issue. So we got this thing all dug out 100%, and we got our blocks in there already. It was kind of hard. We had to do all the work from the top of the hole with post diggers. That sucked. So now we're going to drop in this black corrugated pipe, our steel, and we can't put our pipes in until we put our steel in, because last time we made that mistake and we had to take the cage back out. It was a mess, so we're not going to do that again today. Yep.
You want to cave the hole in.
Yeah, you're good. On my side, you're good. Yep. Love it.
Out on the blocks.
Go ahead.
Brandon's gonna hole saw into the side of this thing so we can run our conduit and keep this head in front of the camera. So.
Alright, so we got that bolt pattern all built. Good. Now, just like that is the way we do it. I didn't get it on film of us building this thing. It's kind of a pain in the butt. We had to figure it out. There's our holes for our pipes to come in. And again, there's nothing in the way of that 4-inch and there's nothing in the way of the 2-inch. They should be able to go right in there, no problem. So let's land these pipes quick. And then we'll backfill this thing after we put our grounding in. So we also got our grounding done. Pretty simple ground ring, just one rod and a whip for the backboard and a whip for the tower. Now tomorrow, I'm gonna have to bring a piece of car flex to sleeve that grounding because it can't go through the concrete. So tomorrow we'll bring that. All right, well, we got all of
things usually go. The igniter.
Yeah, the igniter broke. There we go.
Dunzo.
These igniters, guys, give us problems all the time. They stop working whenever they feel like it, so we always carry 2.
If not 3.
Yeah. And we got a perfect shot there. Man, oh man, that was a lot of work, but we got it. It's 100% good. We checked our measurements off the curb.
Everything's got to be perfect.
It's right where it needs to be. The pipe here is centered with the island, and then we have the cage centered with the pipe, and the bolt pattern centered with the cage, which is centered to the pipe, and our 2 pipes that come up, which are conduits, are centered to it. Now the backboard, we're not going to do anything with that.
We want them to be 6x6s.
6x6s. They don't have them in, so another crew's going to be coming out to do those. So Ed's just going to backfill this quick, and we're going to hit it with the jumping jack, load up the rest of this dirt, haul it out. That's pretty much it for today. And what are you waiting for?
I don't want to make a bunch of noise. We were trying to film.
all ready for concrete. Like yesterday we stayed and we graded out this island. Ed still has to dig a little pothole here to clean out the concrete truck. And right here is what we have. We got this thing pinned in also. We worked on that this morning. Make sure this bolt pattern can't move while we're pouring. And we used blocks of wood here to kind of float this cage so we have the proper distance for inspection. Now inspections, what time, Ed?
Between 9 and 10, concrete's at 11.
Now concrete, we didn't order it, but when we release it, we're gonna get it 40,000 psi with air, and most likely 4% accelerator. So stick with us, and we're just gonna kind of hang out, wait for the inspector to get here. Concrete's here. Hey bud, say hi to YouTube.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Basically we're pouring from that side because we don't want the concrete hitting those pipes and moving them around. We're gonna pour it nice and slow, and we're gonna shovel off the chute so we get no excess concrete we have to get rid of, and that driver can wash out right there. We're gonna try to keep this place clean and not make a mess like we did on the last one. All the concrete's down. Pour went great. Driver was funny. He did a good job. He didn't make a mess like the last guy, which is nice. Now,
But he did say he used to work there.
yeah, he did. He did. So now we can't take this plate off, or a jig, or whatever you want to call it, that's holding this bolt pattern up until this concrete sets up a little bit. Otherwise, these will possibly sink. So we're just gonna wait.
Or move.
Yeah,
like
or
it's
move.
holding our square too.
So now we wait. We're gonna let the concrete get hard, and then we'll pull the rest of this stuff off before we go to finish. And then we got to cover this stuff up, and we're gonna try to take these machines to the next job site down the street, but we don't really know if that job's definitely happening. We'll find out in a little bit. All right, that's it for this one. We got that all finished and looking pretty. We don't have to cover this up. It's not gonna freeze the next couple nights, so we're gonna leave it open. Nothing should hurt it. We left our bolts here together so these washers don't go missing. Ed's gonna quick grade that out, and then we're gonna load up the machine. Let's go talk to Ed and say bye. Well guys, we're gonna go drop the equipment off at the next site. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate all your guys' support.